Hey guys, CrYptOG in for another session of facts and stats. So I'm hoping that all of you got to watch my last video on the new Boomerang smart contract. However, I know for a fact that is far from reality. Less than 800 of you have actually watched less than 4 minutes of it so far, some of which aren't Boomerang license holders either. That's less than 1% of the community. Pretty poor show, methinks, and ironically reflects the daily payout Boom users are getting currently. One might say that it serves you right for not doing any research outside of the cult. The Avengers have literally shared this content across the internet, and one would only need to do a simple Google search like Boomerang Arbitrage, and my video unpacking SHAVBOT 1 on YouTube would pop up. The Admiral even streamed my last video live on repeat for 24 hours. So I hate to say it, but it's time to wake up and watch this one carefully for more than 4 fucking minutes. It might save you and your family from losing any more money. But I can hear you saying, we haven't lost any money and it's a marathon, not a sprint, or it's only money I was prepared to lose. Well, how about we look at how not to lose it by learning how to read the data for free? Yes, that's right, you heard it correctly. You get all this education at zero cost and zero risk. The only charge is a few minutes of focus. And if you don't understand on the first run, spend a few more minutes watching it again, and then again, and again, and again, until you do get it. Because I am fed up with seeing this guy take you all for mugs. So let's get on with it and have another look at those ex-Boom wallets we looked at in the previous video, as they are the key. First, though, some housekeeping. I'm not a financial advisor, and this video should be used for educational and entertainment purposes only. You must seek professional advice before making any investment in either the traditional or the digital space, as there is a risk of partial and total loss. Make sure you do some research, make sure you try to self-custody your assets at all times, and remember, the information in this video may well be out of date by the time you get to watch this. Right, lines 6 and 7, remember, a simple swap transfer of the selected asset from a separate smart contract happens here. The OX28 MVP Boom contract calls one of these ex-Boom wallets, each of which is coded to swap a specified token pair and return the target asset, allowing that asset to be inflated and seamlessly injected back into the transaction hash of the MVP contract, effectively creating a redundancy for the DEX swaps and flash loan from Aave triggered by the OX28 contract. By this I mean that all the other transactions could be removed from the MVP contract logic, and it would still be able to make the end payment to the user's wallet, courtesy of the ex-Boom contract. Now, many of you might still believe that this is genuine and the ex-Boom series just apply the arbitrage profit mechanism. Well, as I said previously, the ex-Boom contracts are just swap transfers and aren't coded for DEX interactions or calling sophisticated market data. They simply aren't capable of doing that. The proof is in the programming. Or is that the pudding? So again, where does the liquidity to facilitate the ex-Boom series come from? Well, as we saw in the last video on the OX28 MVP contract, early transfers were seen coming from a wallet we've tagged as Mr. Camelot, as that is the most significant protocol interaction seen in this wallet. And on page 6, I noticed there was also a transfer of 171 Matic to the OXC52 wallet on the 20th of June, the owner of which actually created the OX28 MVP smart contract. which you can see clearly distributes assets to the XBoom series of wallets that then inject this liquidity strategically into the OX28 transaction chain, which is the hash for the request flash loan. It is also seen on page 2 receiving a significant amount of USDT recently from a wallet I tagged in December 23 when the beta version of Boomerang first appeared. OX2 CAB was the main liquidity source for the Boomerang tester wallet that manually funded the early Boomerang contract seen in my Busted 2 video. And this is the wallet that is linked through Binance to the Tron deposit wallet FXN, which is where the license subscriptions are bridged across from Tron to the Polygon network. So despite the visually complex hash created each time a user trades and the convoluted liquidity pathway used to hide the lack of any real arbitrage, in a pretty clumsy fashion, Chavez has used the same crypto gun to load the latest smart contract with assets, leaving bullet fragments that can easily be traced on chain. What a plonker. Busted yet again. So, as you can probably tell, I, like the Colonel, am at this point so fucking bored of trying to show you how you have been fooled that I think it's time for you to make it on your own now. I genuinely don't think there is any more I can do. If you haven't made it this far, then perhaps you deserve to lose your money. The only handouts you get are the ones that grow on bushes in the Big Rock Candy Mountain. CrYptOG out.